Welcome back, everybody. 7 Minutes for Seniors. I'm Chris with Modified Independence, here with Lois with Ponte Vedra Club Realty. So if you haven't seen the previous two segments, go back and check them out. Otherwise, this is our third segment. So like I said, this is where we start having a little bit of fun. Okay? It can't all be work, right?
Okay.
So what kind of hobbies do you have?
Hobbies that I'm very involved in church.
Okay.
And then I'm very involved in my community. So I live in a senior community, Del Webb Sweetwater.
Okay.
And so I'm very involved there. I'm just anything that gives me a small people group. Like I love one-on-one or two-on-one, and serving. So I tend to serve on committees and on boards, and then I love the beach, and I just love time with family. And I have a son who's a pilot, and so we do get to hop a plane once in a while and travel. So travel.
Where was the last place you went to?
The last place was probably, I think, Denver to see our son, and then once in a while he has a layover someplace close, and we hop in our car and we drive up to see him. He gets in at midnight and leaves at like noon the next day. And we get to visit with him there. Yeah,
that's very cool.
So I don't know if family counts as a hobby, but that's big to me.
I guess. Sure. I mean, if it's important to you, then
it's big to me. And my relaxing time, I'm either walking the beach or trying to paint. I don't get a lot of paint time in, but I do try to paint.
Painting.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of medium do you use?
Usually acrylic.
Okay.
I have a class that I take for acrylic painting, and so I dabble in that. I seem to be better at abstract and just trying to get my color theories down. Some people are just naturals at it. I'm not one of those.
Yeah.
But I have sold a couple of paintings. So
Bob,
not bad.
So like Bob Ross.
Not landscapes.
No. Okay.
Yes. So the technique that we use is a layering technique to build up colors bolder or complementary colors in there. So
very cool.
Yes.
And you've sold some of your paintings.
I have. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very neat.
Yeah.
I love original artwork. I'm always fascinated. I hate prints. I don't. I want something original. That means that somebody put their hands on it.
Yes.
Right.
And I like to paint big canvas normally, and so my hands are like I'm just smearing the paint here.
That's cool.
So it's just for me experimenting right now, and I enjoy it quite a bit.
Do you have a separate room in the house that's
I do.
allowed to be covered in paint? And
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So someday when you move, so you're gonna have to repaint the room and clean all the paint off the floor.
Or I'll sell it to an artist who will love it.
There you go. Does your paint room or your art room, does it face a specific side of the?
I'm not that lucky to have it. Yes, but I do go in there for morning sun. And I like the natural light.
Okay. So then you mentioned walking on the beach, and I always ask my friends who walk on the beach a lot, are you really good at finding shark's teeth?
I'm not. I'm horrible at it. I'm like, there's a technique, and I haven't figured it out.
I've got a friend that she finds them everywhere.
Once you know the technique, and know where to look and when to look. So they go at a specific time of tide.
Right.
And I'm just not that dedicated enough. I'm like, well, I'm here. I'll look for a shark tooth.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting up at a specific time to go look.
It's like finding a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
But on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me. But yeah, they walk by and they're like, I found 40 today.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'd have a better chance of stepping on one than finding one.
When I'm on the beach, I'm usually walking or I'm drawing something in the sand.
Okay.
So if you see little artworks or suns or thing,
then we know Lois was there.
Me.
Okay. So now tell me something surprising about you. Like, not that everything else wasn't already surprising, because I didn't know those things, but something. People have off the wall stories, things weird that have happened to them. So what do you got?
I'm sure that I probably have a ton of them. But in my younger days, I was a backcountry hiker and did a little bit of rock climbing.
Okay.
So I kind of alluded to that. Like, I like small groups of people that I need a lot of downtime and privacy. I get overstimulated. So hiking backcountry was fun for me, to just carry my camping gear in and travel on my own. So I did St. John's on my own and camped there on my own at the national park that was there. And I enjoyed those years. And I'm happy. My kids didn't grow up doing that as teenagers, but they both now have a love of nature and hiking and camping. And I'm so thrilled for them for that, just to take part in that.
What's the longest time you've been away from home camping?
Probably 10 days.
10 days?
10 days back.
And you were hiking? So how much ground did you cover in
Yes.
10 days?
I was on an island at that point, so
Oh,
I
okay.
was just hiking different short hikes every day. Yes,
Okay.
I would hiking like a long trail, like the John Muir Trail or that. Yeah, that was always a dream of mine that I didn't do. And hiking the Grand Canyon was a dream. And now I would never do. It's like I just I don't stay hydrated well, so I would
Yeah.
not do that. But that was always a dream of mine to hike down and back up again.
That would be
Yes.
fun. I did a lot of that being in Boy Scouts. That was all we did.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that we were gone constantly on
Mhm.
North Country Trail, which is a fork off the Appalachian Trail.
Yes,
Yeah, it was.
I would love doing something
Yeah,
like that.
I remember we did a 50 miler.
Oh, nice.
You know, with the
Yes.
packs and everything like that,
Yes.
and we took everything with us.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I had to take my food in.
I stopped
my
carrying a
water
tent a
in.
long time ago. Like, don't carry a tent, carry a tarp and a hammock. It's a lot
There you
easier that
go.
way.
I had
Yeah.
my tent. My husband jokes that when we first got married, and one of the premarital counseling, they asked, what are some things that you wouldn't like? When I mentioned sharing with your husband, and I'm like, my tent, because I researched it because I had to carry everything in,
Right.
and I planned it for a year and saved my money to buy this quality gear. I mean, this is gear. It's not a tent. It's
Yeah.
like gear.
Yeah.
And so he jokes about that. And so my longest day hike probably would have been, I think we were supposed to do like a 4-mile hike, and we went, oh, if we go 3 miles, 4 miles further, we'll hit some waterfalls, and we did it. But then that means you doubled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was so sore. Yes, I was like, I don't know how many miles. Yes, so 16 miles.
Oh, boy.
So we were all day, and my legs barely worked the next day.
Yeah, that's trucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're covering terrain or whatever. You know.
We were upstate Michigan, I think. Just
Okay.
like, oh, we can go see those waterfalls. They're not that much further. Oh,
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, that's gonna finish up for our third segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. Thank you very much. Make sure you reach out to her. All of her contact information is at the end. If you have any questions, reach out to her. If you have questions, you can reach out to me as well. So y'all have a good day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.